Hi guys, story time with me, Bobby, and
Me, Ellie.
yes.
Or Elliot.
So we have some experience to share in regards to our recent trip to Disneyland. I want to say special thank you to G. Elizabeth, special thank you to Kim Lawn. Thank you so much, Robert, for accommodating for all of our family to this wonderful trip. This is just a story for entertaining of our experience. But it was really good. But this is just a side note of what happened, just in case you guys want to check out. So what happened?
Okay, so...
And this is at the ending. This is about the fireworks.
Yes. I told my mom and my dad and my cousins that I wanted to go to Space Mountain. And my cousin said, okay, they agreed to it. So we went over to Space Mountain, and my mom got some seats for us to watch the fireworks in front of the castle.
Hold on. We were trying to find the reservation to get the seats from the castle. You know, right in front of the castle, they have all those benches that they reserve. And it's part of the VIP tour that when you have it, they reserve that spot for you. So I wasn't so concerned because our other part of the 10 group of the family were having dinner at the Club 33. So I was going to wait for them around 9:15-ish. So this is around 9 p.m. because the fireworks starts at 9:30. So they should be out by 9:15, 9:20. So during this time, they're looking for the reservation. This little girl says,
I wanted to go to Space Mountain instead of watching the fireworks, so I thought I could do both. So I went to Space Mountain with my cousins and my dad because my mom doesn't ride rides. And as we were going in line for the Space Mountain, my mom called me. And she said, hey, are you going to come to watch the fireworks because they saved some seats? I said, maybe, once we get out of line and ride the ride so we can maybe make our way over there. She says, okay. I said, oh, one more thing. I really have to go to the bathroom and Lily. So we go to the bathroom, and as we come back in line, we see the fireworks. We're like, oh, we're missing out. Lily stays to watch the fireworks. We ride the rides. While on the other hand, my mom is literally waiting for us to come back.
so then while they were finding the reservation for that the benches, and we have 3 reserved because there's 15 of us, 555. I couldn't get in because we're trying to find the reservation. So what do? You do a plan B and save some seats, perhaps some area, in case they want to come back and watch the fireworks, right? But my family of 10 then texts me and says, nope, they're not going to join us. They're going to skip out and enjoy the dinner for the entire night, which means that they will not join me for the fireworks. So then I said, okay, I had to make a decision. So I left the spot that I was saving at the rope because they were looking for the reservation, right, for the VIP to sit in the bench area, and just to try out to see if I can find the reservation again. So I walked up there, and they said, finally, yes, they found the reservation. So at this time, when they found the reservation, 10 of my family said no already, and the other 4 or 5 of them are still at
the Space Mountain ride.
So it's just me by myself with 3 benches. So I went ahead and set myself at the bench, and I said, God, this is such a wonderful seat, and we're so grateful. I wanted to bless for someone else to join us because I didn't want to waste it and just sit there for all 3 benches. And a while ago, when I was waiting in line by the rope area where they cut off, they did not allow you to sit down on the ground in certain places. You had to stand up. It was so overly crowded with everybody because it's spring break week. So I thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to go back out there. So I talked to the person.
And as she's doing this, we're riding the ride, so we can't come back out.
That's right. So then I went out there and I talked to the lady and said, hey, the one who gets you rope in and out, do you mind if I invite some other people that's not part of this group to come in? She said, it doesn't really matter. That's your group. You can do whatever you want. Excuse me. It's raining out here in OC and it's so cold. And so I went out there. I went to find my old spot that I was saving the space. Before I left, I said that I may or may not come back, but if you can't hold the spot, right? Because I did not know if I had the reservation from the other benches or not. So I went to look for this family that was, because it's 15. So I want to find a family that have all 10 people maybe to fit this. So I went back to my original spot where I was saving the space for these kids. And I looked over to that left side. There were, I think, Latinos, and there were predominantly about 7, 8 family-ish. And I looked down to one of the kids, and I was like, hey, do you guys remember me? I was seeing if I can get the spot back. And as I was saying that, the older adult, I don't know if the mom, auntie, or sister, the female, pushed the child closer to the rope and trying to scoot them in to occupy that space. Trying to let them see that there's no more space left for me to come back in. So I said, okay. So I turned to my right and I asked this family, they're American, blonde hair, this little girl, really cute. She was sitting on the ground already. It looks like about a family of 4. I did not know at that time. So I asked that little girl when she was sitting down, I said, do you remember me? I was standing right here. She said yes. And I was wondering if I can have that spot back, if it's okay. And then she says, absolutely yes. And she starts scooting over. She goes, yes, ma'am. She starts scooting over.
So cute.
She was so cute. She was so nice and didn't even hesitate. So I looked up at the mom and I said, oh, I was just kidding. Actually, I was trying to see if you want to join me with sitting with me instead. And so the little girl looks up at her mom and saying, like, I was like, yes, I have some seat right here in the front. Perhaps, I don't know how many of you guys are there. She said there's 4 of them, mom and dad, a little brother, and a sister. So I said, absolutely, why don't you join me and come with me instead? So then the lady, the one who's security, all the person with the rope, lift up the rope, allow those 4, the family of 4 to come with me. And there were so many people like scooting out because there's the walkway that they make you block. They don't let you walk through. So as the family of 4 was coming out of that little rope area, there's a section that there's a walkway that they did not allow people to go through because there's about to start the firework. So they allowed us through. They were so nice and so kind and so friendly.
I mean, they're Disney.
They're Disney. It's so magical. They were so wonderful. Literally. And what happened? We walked and walked and walked towards the front to the castle. And we saw another lady there. And as we were walking, I was asking the little one, like, where are you from? Thank you so very much. And they said, they're from Texas. No wonder. Tejas is the best, great hospital. They're so wonderful, right? And then she said that she just wanted to be nice and be kind. And I said, me too. I feel you. I know exactly what you mean. So we walked up to that place, to the front of the bench. And they were like, oh, we've never seen this. And I was like, yes, they have this reserve. You don't sit on the floor right in the front. And it was their first time. And they're from Midland, Texas. So if you're watching this, hello, Midland, Texas. And I have a little video clip, so watch at the end of this to meet the family.
Hey, yeah.
And I said, they were just sitting there in awe. I said, go take pictures of everywhere. Then in the center, there's like no block. They have the perfect view of everything. So what's the lesson in this, Ellie?
1, treat others the way you want to be treated. And 2, if you spread kindness, kindness will always come around. Whatever goes around comes around.
And 3, for myself, I didn't want to have that. It's lonely by yourself, you know? You don't want to have 3 benches, have no one to share it with.
Sharing's caring.
Sharing's caring. So we want everyone to be together and thrive. But I'm glad. Did you have a good time?
Yes.
I had a good time. So I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Check out the family that we just met. Ta-ta.
Bye, guys. Bye, y'all.
This is what happens when there's kindness. She let me have her seat again. So I said, invite back to our seats over here. So thank you guys. Share, guys. And they're from Texas.